Bridge got the hill.
It's Saturday morning and we are out here at Formula Drift Long Beach. Just got done with driver's meeting and we're about to go into our first practice of the day. And then right after practice we're going straight into top 32 battles. But feeling pretty confident right now. This track is definitely one of the toughest tracks I've ever driven, and it has taken a lot to get used to, but I think we're finally getting there, and I'm excited to see what happens today.
We're just topping the bottles off that we've used a couple pounds out of. We gotta, every few runs, we gotta top the bottle off and make sure it's full for the next run.
Pulling data, make sure nitrous is working, because we had one run where it didn't. Looks like our bottle was just empty. So we're just pulling some data from our motet, make sure the car's happy, make sure the engine's happy and healthy, and see if there's anything else we can do for Branden, make sure the car is consistent and ready to go.
Yeah.
How are you feeling? Ready to go? No? Are you taking a nap in there? Actually? Say that really?
About to go out for the top 32 battle up against Jonathan Hurst. Car's feeling pretty solid. Last practice run that we had, our nitrous was not working properly, so you guys got it all back together, good to go. It's working, and hopefully we can go out there and take the win.
Get ready to plug your ears. The Cash Racing turbocharged LS G37 coming into view here of the judges. Now into that first outside zone. There he goes, pop, block, and drop it. Into that outside zone. They're touch and go. Now into the outside zone. Branden Sorensen really deep, but then has to shallow up. Whoa! Almost, oh, there was contact. But Hurst continues on. So both of them kind of having some wonky lines there, Ryan. That got a little hairy. Let's take a look at it again, Ryan. Just different perspectives.
First it was a touch and go,
Yep.
Then it was the initiation, now it's outside zone 2.
Oh boy.
So we're seeing some carnage starting to appear here. A good start, and I love this approach here by both drivers. A great adjustment there by Sorensen. But you can see that Hurst gets into that second wall, the attitude of the vehicle adjusts, and then we see the contact, which turns into a collision, and we should parse that out. Contact, as it's defined in Formula Drift, means that the cars continue on in the battle. Collision means that they stop, or one of them stops. Here it is, outside zone 2 again. You can see Hurst gets into the wall, and on a tighter line there with Sorensen, and this almost seems like kind of a perfect timing, but not in a good way. As a compression, the attitude shifts, and Sorensen, the line that he's on is a tighter line that's pushing not towards the wall, but kind of past the wall.
All right, Branden Sorensen, the 212 Performance BMW. Jonathan Hurst, Koenig wheels on the corners.
Just talking to the judges, Jared,
Yeah,
it looks like that Sorensen is going to be at fault there, and the line was really problematic on outside zone 2. So he is going to be at a disadvantage here, at least in the initial discussions. Looks like we got some track workers out there trying to make sure there's no more debris. Let's get a look at it again.
Oh, it's like they're going? There's a dude on track.
So there's a mistake. There was a mistake there from Hurst on the second outside zone, but when we focus in on Sorensen and we see the line, he's already on a tighter line here, right? And then right there, see how he's not pushing out towards the wall, but he's more kind of going parallel against it. And then that's where we see the contact that turns into a collision happen there. And so I think the judges got that one right. We will see the second half of the battle, but it will most likely be with a disadvantage to Sorensen.
Lights are on, extinguish, it's go time. Send it. Branden Sorensen out front from Las Vegas, 17 years young. Jonathan Hurst, Paducah, Kentucky zone. That Cash Racing exit tire. 7 now coming. Big angle there, Branden digging deep into that touch and go. That bumper goes flying off now into that second outside zone. Goes Sorensen. Plumes of smoke coming off that BMW. And Jonathan Hurst in that loud G37. The All-American, sounds like fireworks and gunshots all at the same time. Let freedom ring out of the G37. Let's take a look at it again here.
Second half of the battle here, Sorensen trying to mount a comeback, but Hurst aggressively getting into the pocket right out of the gate. Sorensen into the wall. We're seeing so many drivers coming back across the course. Tries to get to outside zone 1. Hurst keeping the pressure on, staying out of that smoke line, just in it for a second as he transitions through. Surges forward, does hit that inside clip, but not an overly aggressive hit. I think that the judges will see that as a slight mistake, but they will like the overall approach here by keeping the pressure on. You can see he was trying to, it took a while for him to kind of get balance. He was wavering a little bit. Now he's trying to reel in Sorensen. He's having a pretty good lead here on his half of the battle. And you see that compression there at inside clip 1. Both drivers through that final section and past the finish line. But we do have an incomplete on the first run, so that is going to be a major overall factor in the outcome.
Yeah, unfortunately for Sorensen, that's going to be a battle wound there for him. So that looks like Jonathan Hurst will get the win. Jonathan Hurst gets the win. The Cash Racing G37 on Nexon tires.
All right, guys, we're about to do a t-shirt giveaway. I got the t-shirt cannon out, and we're on halftime break, so let's kill some time. This is scary business in here. Branden and Gary both have t-shirt cannons together.
Gary, take Adam Mosey's crowd so she
Oh,
can
we
get
are.
that way.
Don't you worry. Don't you worry. I'm gonna have
Hold it. Put this mine here.
to up top. Branden, you have the rubber band.
Don't use up all. That's it. That's good. That's good. Don't shoot him in.
Do not shoot me, bro. That can knock me out.
But I think we need more seals.
Smart people, hi, how's it going? What we're doing is we're talking about smart people versus not smart people. And what we found out is all the smart people hang out in the shade when it's hot. Come on in, come on in. To prove that you're a smart person, you ask a simple question like, are you prepared for a flat tire? Oh, why are you talking about flat tires? Said the not smart person. Oh, look at, pan over here, like look at this guy over here. The slime sticker on his hair already. You can tell he's a smart person. Why? Because he uses slime.
So this tire gauge right here, when you put it on the tire and you let it go, no air leaks out of the tire. And so you can check it a million times and you'll never lose any pressure.
Right here, Sorensen, Team Sorensen.
I said, I wonder if they have low brakes on these.
It's all those. Oh yeah, definitely.
That advanced braking system for their roller carts. I need them for my pit bike, my pit box. Hello.
Hi, Amanda. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing well.
Do you guys have any cool products you want us to show off in our videos?
Yeah, actually we do. We now have a couple of new spindles.
Okay.
We're doing our Chevy OBS spindle, 2-inch drop. We're doing a cast iron C10 spindle to pair be a different pairing with our modular aluminum spindle. So if the modular spindle is a little too expensive for your price budget, we now have a iron spindle that's a little bit lower costing, takes similar style brakes, so anybody who has a C10 that doesn't have the budget for that one can go with a little bit lower cost one. And then we have our new AFX first gen Camaro spindle and our new AFX second gen Camaro spindle.
Sweet.
We also do have a new pedal assembly that we are going to come out with soon. It is offset for the clutch, so you can fit
I see what you're saying.
between the steering column a lot easier, so the pedal's not offset and be a little bit more comfortable for driving. And it is an adjustable pedal ratio, so you can go from like 6 1/4 up to like a 5.5 to 1, so you can change how your brakes feel with your master cylinders as well.
Sweet.
And it's one that is going to have our tandem aluminum master cylinder on it, and then one of our standard clutch master cylinders to go with it as well.
Sick.
Yeah.
Well, that's a lot of information for me to say, but he covered it all for us, guys. In the comments below, check out Willwood Disc Brakes. Their website will be in there for all the new products and the products that we run in our cars too.
And that is a wrap for 2021 FD Long Beach. We got knocked out in the top 32, made a few mistakes in the follow-up against Jonathan Hurst, but lead one was super solid. I buried it into the wall just a little too deep on my lead, but I was still able to pull out of it and make it look clean. But definitely learned a lot on this track, one of the most technical, challenging tracks I've ever driven on, and it was a huge learning curve trying to drive here with full blind corners, super inconsistent grip on the ground, and all of the other variables going on with track temperature and everything else. But overall, it was a decent weekend. We definitely learned a lot, my crew and I, but gonna get everything packed up, loaded up, and I'll see you guys at Irwindale.